The advice and opinions expressed by Dr. Granpeesheh and her guests are meant solely as suggestion and should not be in any way construed as child-specific advice.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is the
Dr. Doreen is an expert in autism.
Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh.
Dr. Doreen Granpeesheh is a visionary in the field of autism. Now you can ask her questions on Ask Dr. Doreen. Reading comprehension is a big problem for my 11-year-old son with ASD. We discovered he was hyperlexic. When he regained speech, he regressed into autism and picked up a book I was going to read to him. He also made long words with magnetic letters like pumpkin. School tested him and he could read at an 11th grade level, but struggling with comprehension since 3rd grade. We were told he has a problem with working memory, short-term memory, and processing. Who do we see for this? How do we work on these? How do we work on it at home? He is minorly affected by autism, is finishing up 5th grade, is mainstream 90% of the day with a one-on-one aide, because you're so amazing, has had ABA, speech, and OT until 8 years old, only 15 hours of ABA. I couldn't get more, and boy, did I try. I just love you so much. I don't get an opportunity. So many of these people I now follow on Facebook. Like it's odd that I don't mean to stalk any of you. But this is a wonderful, wonderful mom, does amazing things. Your family is so beautiful. And of course, if I thought for a minute my son was going to school in Philadelphia, and so you were going to be my realtor. I just want you to know that was happening, but that didn't happen. Okay.
So, Jenny, I'm always so happy when we've produced something in the past that can be helpful to one of our viewers. And so there's a whole section on skills. If you get into skills, our online curriculum, if you go in there, there's an entire section on memory. And it's in the executive functions, I think. It's either in the domain called executive functions or in the domain called cognition. It's in one of those two domains, but there's lessons, activities that you can do that are not necessarily focused on, reading comprehension. There is actually another whole section on reading comprehension as well, by the way, but just on memory. There's lots of memory tasks that we have taken from IQ tests and that we've put into activity format for our parents to practice. And we actually have separate sections, I think, for short-term memory, for working memory, for processing speed. And they're similar to, if you know that he's struggling with those areas, then someone has done either an IQ test for him or a neuropsych test, like the NEPSI. And either one of those would have told you that there's delays in those three areas. Fortunately, those are things that you can improve with exercise. Just like, as we get older, they tell you to keep doing memory games and brain activities to keep your brain active. Same thing when you're young, you can actually do a lot of types of different activities that will enhance memory. For instance, you'll read a series of words and then do another activity and come back and ask the child what those words were. That's one activity. There's lots of different things for memory. So just go in skills, see if that helps you. If not, write to Shannon and we'll try to find a kind of separate list of those lessons and send them to you.
Don't forget, you can watch Ask Dr. Doreen live every Tuesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. We hope to see you there.